So I've gotten several scars now. Actually, I probably have a handful of different scar gel ball blasters, and I haven't been able to find any cool mods, cosmetic or otherwise, really to do with the scars. So I came across a kit that I thought looked cool, and I started printing it before I really thought it through. However, I've got some good ideas of how I'm going to salvage those pieces and still make this into a pretty cool blaster. And I wanted to go ahead and kind of do a little video telling you what my plan is. So I found a BullPup conversion kit for the scar. And of course, it was intended for an airsoft scar. And as is almost 99% of these pieces that I print. And that's why I have to do some modifications, either on my computer, if I'm capable, or manually. By that, I mean cutting, sanding, that kind of stuff as well. So typically a bullpup conversion involves eliminating this handle back here, this grip back here. Well, in an airsoft gun, that might be fine, but in the gel blaster, that's where the motor is. So that's not going to work very well. And trying to reposition the motor in the gearbox is impossible with this blaster, at least. So I had some different ideas. So initially, the airsoft version had this handle and then another handle up here because that's where you would hold it. But I'm on a different route. So what's going to happen is you can see there's a trigger in here, and this actually works. It's a very simple mechanism. It really just is going to connect around. There's another piece, and just when you slide it back, that's going to push the trigger. So there's this other piece right here. These connect around the trigger, and they're connected to this, and they just actually push this trigger back, which is actually a pretty easy solution. Some of these bullpups, you're building like trigger assemblies up there. So that was one thing that I liked. So I eliminated that, but I got to keep this handle, right? So what I'm going to do instead, you can see on this model, is really it's going to have basically the situation is going to look like this. This piece will go like right to here. Okay, so it's going to end up covering the original trigger area for sure. Okay. And then it's going to still allow you this handle. So this is going to work, as you can see right here, kind of with two handles. Your trigger is going to be up here. So it's just going to be a little different, but I thought it would look cool. I thought kind of it would look like a little bit futuristic. The other thing I'm doing is I'm going to switch it to some sort of small, buffer tube stock. So here is little adapter. This one I actually created by merging a couple together, but so that way we can put a buffer tube back here, and then we'll have a buffer tube stock of some sort. But I'm guessing this will kind of be some sort of futuristic design. So I've got a lot of different panels and pieces that I've printed because these all need to get connected together. So they're all going to get connected together, kind of sanded out really nice, and then of course assembled after they're painted. And then I think I'll probably do kind of a metal paneling type look. I mean, where after these are cleaned, sanded, filled, there might be some pieces that are supposed to look kind of like paneling, just to kind of give it a futuristic look, to tie it all together, to hide maybe some imperfections or some other areas. So that's my plan. We're going to see how that's going to work. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to modify this as well to make this actually work properly. Obviously, I got a lot of cleanup to do on that grip. But there you go. That's part one of the build plan for the scar. We'll still call it the scar bullpup conversion because it's still kind of a bullpup conversion. And we'll see how it ends up looking. So check back. I'll do a couple different videos kind of throughout the process. And then, of course, when it's complete. All right. And then for the front, I think I'll go ahead and take this down and just put some sort of, again, kind of short, cool looking muzzle type thing on the front. I'm not exactly sure. Just to kind of keep it with a small compact design is kind of my goal. But who knows?